We have given millions of dollars to Penn over the years because we believe in Penn and everything it stood for. Last month, several of Penn's departments held a conference called Palestine Rights Literature Festival. We claim to focus on Palestinian writers. Instead, it was the biggest anti-Semitic, anti-Israeli pep rally ever held at Penn. One of the main speakers was Roger Waters of the rock group Pink Floyd. The same Roger Waters who used a large inflatable pig that floats above his concerts. A pig with a Jewish star on it. When I pointed out to Penn's president that this conference would tarnish Penn's reputation, she refused to cancel it, citing freedom of speech. Remember the reason that all opinions are equally valid. I have to wonder if a Penn would allow a conference that denounced Asians or Native Americans or blacks. They should not. But why is it okay to say these things about Jews? Why is that acceptable? Remember, it's because we are the oppressors. It turned out to be the worst possible timing for Penn. The conference went on as scheduled, and it was bad as we feared. And then, just 2 weeks later, 1,500 Jews were slaughtered because they were Jews. Here is the part of a longer letter I wrote to Penn's president this past week. I quote, "I've spent the past 40 years of my life fighting anti-Semitism all over the world, and never, my wildest imagination, thought I would have to fight it at my university, my alma mater, and my family's alma mater. I've been joined by other donors who have stopped their own gifts to Penn, including John Huntsman, who is not Jewish. He's just an honorable man. Every single university, every newspaper, every cable channel has to understand there are consequences for their actions. We can no longer be silent. None of us can sit back. Albert Einstein said it very well. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. Let me repeat that. I think it's so important. The world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. This is the time we all have to stand up and say, this insanity is over. We all have to stand up with Israel. Because democracy on the front lines of a deadly war and terror, a war that did not go away after 9/11. We have to fight the left-wing McCarthyism of our alma maters, of our children's schools, everywhere. We have all to get up and involved. We have to create a new syllabus to deprogram young people who have been brainwashed in our universities to believe that America is evil, that Israel is evil, that there is any merit to socialism or capitalism. I am well aware that Heritage has been fighting this fight for over 50 years. We have to be honest. We are losing. We have to fight harder. The good news, we are not outnumbered. The radical left does not have more people behind them. They are just louder. We live in Washington, or New York, or California. You might think that we are a minority, but we forget there is a great, big, wonderful country out there with hardworking people, honest people, who are generous and good, but they don't like to get shoved around. And they certainly don't like to be told what to think, especially when it's nonsense. Let's always remember what Ronald Reagan said about the city on the hill. that shining city is still there. It never went away. And it's still worth fighting for. The battle is as important as any other great nation has ever fought. Let's fight it together for the sake of our children and grandchildren, for the sake of the entire world. It's a battle we can't afford to lose. My topic has been Israel at 75, but it's also about America at 247. We will all have to work very hard to make sure both countries flourish for many, many more years to come. Together, I know we will do this. May God bless the United States. May God bless Israel. And God bless all of you. God bless you. Thank you.